Okay. On your whiteboard, draw these 6 squares. So come get one. What does this question ask us to do? Okay, 2/3, but we have how many squares? 6. So 2/3 has the equal fraction with something 6. How do I find what this numerator is? Jackson?
You times 2 by 2.
Yeah, how did you figure that out?
Because whenever you do to the top, you do to the bottom.
Okay, and 3 times 2 would give me 6. So what's our number that goes here? 4. So how many squares should we have shaded in? 4. Okay. Now, for example, if it said 2/3, but there were 12 squares, how would I find that equal fraction if there was 12 of these squares drawn? Rylan?
Can I come to the board and do it?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Can I get a white marker, or is it too
You can use
white?
that.
Then you shade it 12.
You would shaded 8 squares. Rylan told me that 3 times 4 gives me 12, so you're going to multiply 2 times 4 to get 8. Perfect. Good job. Rylan, go erase the board, please.
Wait, what's the top time?
Times 4. Remember, whenever you do the top, you do to the bottom. Okay. This is number 2. It's like a model, and then all these parts. The easiest thing for me to do to break down each part so it doesn't look confusing is you could put your hand over this, right? Or you can put a piece of paper over this. So then you're only focusing on one part at a time, and it doesn't look so crazy. So what this question is asking you, it says 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6. On your whiteboard, tell me if that's true or not. Is 1/3 equivalent to 2/6? Show me. Show me how, and show me what you do to figure that out. Good, thank you. Good. Good. Noah, how did you get from 3 to 6?
I times 3 by 2.
Good. So you do, what do you multiply the top number by?
Times 2.
2. Okay. So 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6 because 2/6 has 2 times as many parts. Did we multiply by 2? Did we multiply by 2, guys?
Yes.
Yes. So would A be true or false?
True.
True. Good. Then come get one. There's one over there. Okay, let's look at C. C says 1/3 is equivalent to 1/4 because both models have one shaded part. What do you guys think about this one? Do they both have one shaded part? No. No or yes? Do they both have one shaded part?
No.
There's one shaded part here, one shaded part here. Right?
Yes.
Okay, but we know the bigger the number, the smaller the parts or pieces. So is C true or false? False. Good. Okay, on your whiteboard, let's do number 3. Fill in the missing numbers for me. Jordan? Okay, so find another one. I don't have any more.
There's someone there. Right here. Bring that thing.
Here, Jordan. Guys, when you're done with your markers, please make sure the tops go on all the way, okay? Good. Tyler, tell me what you got for your missing numbers.
I got times 2
is
equals
6. Good. And then what'd you put here?
2.
2, because whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay?
6,
So 3/4 is an equal fraction to 6/8. Awesome. Let's review this one. So we have a fraction of 60 hundredths. So on your board, write 60 hundredths. But the question asks us, which statement explains how many parts would be shaded if the model had 10 equal parts? So we're going to make this a 10 here. On your whiteboard, find the missing number for me. Good job. Good job. Good job. I see that you guys, did you divide or multiply to find that number? Divide. Good. So we divide by 10, divide by 10. This makes us a 6. Okay? So we have 6 parts. So we're looking for something in the answer that says 6 parts. There would be 3 parts. Is that good? Is A our answer? No. 4 parts? No. 6 parts? But let's make sure it's the same. There would be 6 parts because the numerator and denominator could be divided by 10. Is that what you guys did? Yeah, so the correct answer would be
6 tenths.
C, 6 tenths. Good. All right, let's do some review. So your standards mastery tomorrow is going to be on equal fractions, which we just did, and also finding common denominator, which we just did, and that'll be for practice 2 for homework. And then your other standards mastery is going to be on adding fractions and shading in models. So on your whiteboard, draw this figure. We have 8 squares. And then show me what your show me what it would look like if you added 3/8 plus 4/8. Noelle, we're doing this on our whiteboard, please. Thank you, Bridger.
Oh, wait,
Bridger, count your boxes one more time, buddy. We got 3/8 plus 4/8. Thank you, Liam. Good. Good. So your board should look like this. This is what Liam's kind of looked like. He showed me 3/8 and then he showed me 4/8. So what would our answer be?
7/8.
7/8. Why did Liam show different colors rather than shading them all in like this?
Because then
Go ahead, Tyler. Yeah, it didn't look like two separate equations, right? This kind of just looks like one number, 7/8. So it's important to make sure to shade that differently. Awesome. Go ahead on your whiteboard. Fill in these missing blanks. We're counting by 6. Go ahead, fill in the missing blanks for me. Thank you. Awesome. Good job. Thank you, Hunter. Hunter, help me out. What did you put here? What comes after 2/6? 3/6. 4/6. What comes next?
5/6.
Mm-hmm.
6/6. 7/6.
If I was going to put the number 1 somewhere, where would I put it?
6/6.
6/6. Yeah, 1 whole is also 6/6. Good. Number 3. What is 1/5 more than 2/5? Who wants to come do this on the board? wants to come do this on the floor? Bailey, come help me. What is 1/5 more than 2/5? First of all, are we adding or subtracting? Adding, because it says more than. Good. She's going to start at 2/5 and draw one hump. Perfect. So what's your answer, Miss Bailey? 3/5. Yeah. So she's going to start at 2/5 and draw 1/5 more. So B 3/5. Thank you, Bailey. Can you erase the up top too, please? Thank you. Okay, we got a little bit more to do. We got 2 more to do. Number 4. This is our number line. We have 9/8 and then we have 3/8 here. On your whiteboard, write the equation that you think matches this number line. Tell me what you think first, and then we'll do a check. Okay. Good job. Okay. Noelle, put the highlighter away, please. You should only be using the white erase markers. Okay. Jackson, your answer is correct. Tell me why you think we're subtracting.
Because there's 3 greater ones above that.
Okay.
And if it was adding, it would have added it on the side.
Yeah, it would be over here, right?
Yeah.
Or added here with like a different colored shade. So there's 3 here, and so that tells us that we're going backwards. And when we're going backwards on the number line, we're subtracting. So our equation should be 9/8, because that's what we're starting at. And then how many 8s do we subtract? 3. So what would be our answer? 6/8. Good. So what's the correct choice? D. Good. Okay. All right. Let's finish with number 5. Go ahead and erase your whiteboard. Alan's aunt bakes a large loaf of bread and a small loaf of bread. She cuts each loaf into tenths and gives Alan 3/10 of each loaf to take home. So let's draw that. Draw on your whiteboard. We're going to draw 2 loaves of bread. We'll draw here. We're going to draw a really big loaf, and then we're going to draw a little loaf, right? A small loaf and a large loaf. That's what it says, right? And they're cut into tenths. Okay. So we have a large loaf and we have a big loaf, and they're cut into 10 pieces. First of all, do you guys agree that they're both cut into 10? Yeah, okay. Let's shade in, because she gives Alan 3/10 of each loaf. So we're going to shade in 3 pieces of each loaf. There's 3, and there's 3. On your bottom, please. Okay. So there's 3/10 here, and there's 3/10 here. Okay. Liam, if this was the piece of bread that your brother got, and this was the piece of bread that you got, did you guys each get the same amount? But you guys each got 3. Well, why did you not get the same amount? Yeah, because this is a large loaf and this is a small loaf. So we can't really add them because they're not equal sizes. Jordan, what does your board say? Different sizes, okay? So what you would explain for Alan's answer is that you can add them, but not really, because they're not the same size, right? Liam, you would agree that your brother, if he got this loaf, he got way more than you did, right?
Yeah, probably just eat both of them.
Okay. So in order to add fractions, they need to be of equal size. Okay, guys? How do you feel about tomorrow's standards mastery? 4, you think you're going to do awesome. 3, you got it. 2, we may need some more practice. 1, you're not even sure what we're doing. Okay, awesome.